Hello and welcome to live coverage 2017 US Youth Soccer National League Fall Showcase here in Wilson, North Carolina, where we have a U17 matchup between Club Ohio, playing in the all-white kit from left to right in your screens, against USA Premier out of South Carolina, playing in the maroon top, black shorts and maroon socks. My name is Matthew Carraher, representing Turbo Sports Group. Proud to bring you live action here. We'll be here all day and all of tomorrow as well, so loads of football on the way, and it's a good early break and a good start for USA Premier. Counter-attack down the near sideline for Club Ohio, but it's offside. And USA will just look to knock this one down the field, and the direct route nearly paid off there. Tough conditions here, folks. Rain is splattering down, picking up in its intensity. So the ball will be zipping along the surface. Tough for the goalkeepers to hold on. 20 balls that are zipped in, so watch for that one and watch for the strikers following up the second balls. But it's maybe a corner kick here. Ohio will be happy enough, and winning the corner kick was number 10, Ethan Love. He'll leave this one down for his teammate, number 9, Jacob Gruber. Gruber with the outswinger in towards the front post. Half volley coming back in, and it's still bouncing around there, and just sending it back in there was the fullback for Club Ohio, and it was Jacob Grant. Another breakaway chance here for Ohio, who have started brightly. Thrown in from Grant and settling all around and knocked out of play there. Ball just bouncing around outside Premier's box, and that'll definitely be a foul there. Referee says nope, none of that for the rest of the game. No need for that funny business as Premier free kick. 15 yards past the edge of their own 18. Grant does well striding forward, played it out wide. Played back across and whipped away. As away come Premier. Down the right side, shrugging off the defenders. Chance to whip it in, back on the left foot. Kind of flicked out at any way it will do for Gruber, who just looks to get something on it. And Grant plays this one down the line. Brooker up top will lead the line for Club Ohio, and that's skipping out for a throw-in on the near side as Jacob Grant goes to retrieve. Cold afternoon, folks. Not quite cold enough to snow, but the rain that's coming down is just, as you can kind of see on the near camera there, it's just gathering momentum as the afternoon approaches. Grant with the left foot, nice ball inside. Just can't turn the pass forward to where he was looking was Ethan Love. And Grant to look to shepherd this one out of play for a goal kick. Very interesting colour set for the goalkeeper for Club Ohio. Who says purple and red don't go together? Bouncing around midfield. Lots of space on the left-hand side for Club Ohio to attack. And they do. Shot. Flashes past the near post. Just slightly unsighted there. Couldn't quite see who it was on the far side. Defender looked like he just did enough there. The goal kick comes and Love goes to win it for Ohio. Can't quite get much on it. And flicked on here, and if they can find the right pass inside the 18, chance of a shot, and it's a goal. What a start that is for USA Premier, and you can see he's absolutely delighted. And the goal scorer, Alexandra Balish Reguero. How about that for a name? How about that for a goal? 1-0 USA Premier. Left-footed finish, coolly dispatched in the far corner. Devastating counter-attack. And just like that, it's 1-0. Clipped over the top. A little bit of a foot race on here. Nice play from the defender for Ohio. Sean Carrier at the back. Oh, skipping away down the right. He's beaten two. And a shot that stings the palms of the Club Ohio goalkeeper. Good open start here so far. Crunch and tackle in midfield. It's what you like to see. Is there space here on the near sideline if they can find it? On the right foot, shot from distance, and that's the kind of efforts we're talking about. You skip one in front of a goalkeeper, and it'd be very tough for him, but he's held on very well there. Has number 18, the keeper for Club Ohio. His name is Theron Handlin. Confidently kicks it away with his left boot. Nice ball out wide. Skipping in, Brian Bracey plays on the left-hand side, but he's right-footed and he looks to cut in, but he's lost it there. And Brooker up top for Ohio sends a nice ball, and Love looking for a 1-2 down the line. Chance of a shot here, and didn't quite catch all of that one. Decent little opportunity for the break there, but doesn't quite materialize. Goal kick for USA Premier. National League is a fantastic tournament that attracts hundreds of college coaches every year, and some really famous footballers have played in this, including Jordan Morris. So when you're looking at the standard here, you really are looking at some of the best players in youth soccer in the States. Names to look out for in the future. That's for sure. Free kick down the left-hand side. Grant steps up to win it well. But he'll have to go out and close this one down as it's flashed across the 18. Danger is still not fully cleared, but it was a decent attempt by Kevin Macias to knock it away, and it's all the way back with Hanlon and goal. Knocked out wide. Grant, the right back, pushing forward. Pushes it down the line, trying to find number 9. Jacob Gruber. Grant. Might just look to throw this one a bit longer. He throws it into the 18, but it's only found a USA Premier head. We'll get a second bite of the cherry here. Clip down the right-hand side. Grant was offside, so he kind of steps away from it. And a booming clearance with the left foot all the way down. And gotta be careful there. It was a 2-on-2 situation. Nice ball that last questions the USA Premier's back line, and they were taking no chances at the back there. Well, whether you're tuning in from Southern Ohio, South Carolina, or overseas, great to have you with us. And it's a bitterly cold afternoon here in Wilson, North Carolina. The right place is to be beside your laptop, watching the match here with the fire on and your feet up. And there's a chance here for USA Premier, and a chance of a shot from distance, and high, wide, not very handsome. The effort there. Jackson Stebbins, well entitled to have a go from there. Just couldn't quite direct it goalwards and just lean back a little. And you know what happens when you lean back a little? It'll rise up over the crossbar. Wacom Premier again, and it's slipped through, and oof, and a thundering tackle there, sliding at his feet. Theron Hanlon, the goalkeeper out of Powell, Ohio, says pow, and away with that one. Kicks down the right side. It's been all Premier recently, and they really do look threatening on the counter here. Club Ohio were at 6s and 7s there for a little while, but decent chance for them to just get their bearings here. As Carrier, you can see that switch of the play is on. He doesn't quite catch all of that one, uncharacteristically for him. Down the right side it goes, and Stebbins is dispossessed, and nice ball over the top. Brooker gives chase. Jagger Brooker there with the Pavel Nedved haircut. The blonde-haired striker up top who's looked dangerous with his movement in the early stages. Thrown on the far sideline for Club Ohio, looking to equalize here. Still in the very early stages. Thrown down the line. Little reverse pass. Nice attempt. Ball gets pulled back, and Brooker strikes, and it's saved. And a cracking save. Brooker still sniffing around the box. Turns and Fires it, and it ends up a kitten's whisper away from the far post. Nearly equalising was Jagger Brooker there as he turned on the half turn and just swiped it with his left foot, and chance goes begging for Club Ohio. In it comes into the box and headed away. Premier have looked dangerous on the counter, and they attempt to switch the play here, and down he goes, down in towards the box. Clipped over the top, and Handel never looked in trouble there, and it was a decent bit of play by Brian Bracey out of Johns Island, South Carolina. Hanlon says mup out of that and clears it way down the field. But Premier, they've won the first and second balls, and it's one of those old cliches in football. You don't compete and you don't win those 50-50s early on. You make it difficult for yourselves, and Brooker will give chase here and trying to force the defender out to one side, but it's really good defending in the end, and just a misplaced pass. Did all the hard work there was Michael Ray striding forward, the centre back. Down towards the 18, looking for half a yard. Can't quite get it as Club Ohio break away. A little bit of argy-bargy, and they'll have a free kick. Ethan Love looks for options, and he'll leave it down to Sean Carrier once again. Carrier doesn't quite get all that one, but works out well as it's found Love, who knocks it down the left-hand side. They've had a bit of joy down this sideline in the first half. Laid back. Love on the edge of the box. Trying to get it out of his feet. Ball comes in, and Brooker's at the back post there, and offside is called, as not sure who it was that was offside, but and away comes the kicker in midfield. A low line drive, as they say over here in the States. Thrown on the far side. Down the line it goes. Knocked out of play. And it'll be a Premier thrown on the far side as we get a close-up shot of the throw. Nice build-up of play. See if they can open play out here. And Grant is advancing here. He might underlap now and make his way in towards the 18. Whipped across. Decent ball in. Chance for a shot here on the edge, and a good strike first time. Fair play to him. About 5 yards outside the edge of the box. Not sure who it was, but had time to take a touch, but he struck that really well. Well held in the end. From James Barnard out of Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Beautiful place in the world. I'm sure it's not this cold down in Mount Pleasant right now. I can tell you that for free. Carrier clears it down the right. Not quite dealt with it yet, Premier, as it's back out. Whipped over the far side, and offside is called, and fairly so. The linesman didn't miss the beat there, and Makes a good call. And not only do we have the best of the best in terms of youth players and coaches, we also have really good officials here, folks. Not much gets past them. You won't hear this commentator bashing them too often. They do a really good job. Shout out to all the cameramen who we have outside in the wind and the rain. Sheets of rain sweeping across the complex here. All very well and good for me as a commentator inside the hut here. But we appreciate the work that they're doing to bring you the broadcast live. Push in the back there will be given against Club Ohio. And Club Ohio with a searching ball over the far side. It's a great switch of play. Offside. Offside called. As we approach the 22nd minute. Midpoint of the first period, as they say. And it's still 1-0 for USA Premier, leading Club Ohio. In what's been a back and forth game, and it's just a really, really well taken goal by Reguilero on the half turn, slotted it in the back of the net. Ball comes out wide. Premier looking to double their lead. Whip City across the 18, and Hannon will deal with that. Might look just to roll it out, and does so. Smashes that one up the field. Maybe it's just one of those days, folks. Not absolute ideal conditions. I mean, the rain is helping with the ball skipping along the ground, but maybe it's just one of those days where you play the percentages, play a bit more direct, and you don't have it get your numbers in behind the ball. That's what Premier look to do. And they look dangerous on the counter, but they got to be careful here as half clearance away, and it's one of those days. It reminds you of being back home in the Midlands of Ireland with the rain sweeping across. It's what we grow up on. Ball bounce around midfield. It's 50-50s. Fly in left, right, and centre. Perhaps not the technical ability that these guys have on display here, but certainly matching commitment. Ball coming down the left-hand side. Hanlon again plays it with his right foot out, and it's found its intended mark here. And let's see what Club Ohio can do. Nice ball up top. Brooker just can't quite bring it under control, and it's all the way back. In goal for Premier, James Bernard. Long ball down the left-hand side, and a bit of argy-bargy on the near sideline, and referees played advantage there. As you can see, the substitutes warming up for Club Ohio on the near side, and it's not one of those days where you want to just be sitting on the bench. You got to be staying active, staying warm, getting your jogging in, and ball comes over on the left-hand side. First time ball around the corner of the last questions. And Love breaks clear for Ohio. He's got a man outside him on his left. Brooker checks into space, will recycle his run. A nice little ball there and decent little movement, but they got to use it quickly. And for the fifth or sixth time, it's an offside call. And to be honest with you, I couldn't really see that one to be, to be fair. I think Brooker's a little unlucky. Free kick on the far side for USA Premier. And kick goes down the right-hand side. Nice ball. Plays in towards the corner and won't be able to keep that in, and it's out for a goal kick for Club Ohio. 25 minutes into the match here. Matthew Carraher, representing Turbo Sports Group. Proud to bring you live action all week here. Some scintillating football on display. The game's just gone a little bit quiet over the last few minutes. Started very open, and let's see what Club Ohio can do. Get themselves back in. Looking for Brooker. He's got a runner outside and inside. He's got Grant, the fullback, and that'll ask a lot of questions of Grant as forces a throw in. Brooker looking to up the ante here. Thrown inside and wasted opportunity as Premier skip away on the break here, and a nice one too. And look at this pace down here on the left hand side. Trying to cut inside, and referee's giving a free kick against Trevor Leithauser. And once again, for Trevor's family and friends, I hope you've pronounced your second name correctly, Trev. He's looked dangerous in the early stages. Just looks to cut in on the right foot from the left-hand side, and he's looked dangerous. Cleared away. Down the middle it goes, and Carrier providing decent cover. Knocked out wide. And a long ball for Brooker to chase. Barnard comes all the way out of his goal to get that, and Brooker wins the throw in on the near sideline. Taken quickly. Zipped across the 6-yard box and turning it up, and Bernard. Reaction save. Knocks it out for a corner on the near side, and much better that was from Club Ohio. Jacob Gruber with the outswinger here. Gives you an idea. The puddle's in behind there. You can see the rain is trickling down at a steady rate. Flicked away. Chance of shot in the edge of the box. Deflected. Cleared away, and there was a bit of pinball wizard in the 18. Ball rifling left and right, and Grant clips one over the top. Referee says play on. Ball whipped out wide to the left-hand side. Chance to serve it in early. Striding inside the box and knocked out for another corner kick for Club Ohio. Gaining momentum. You're probably on the edge of your seat in Ohio cheering on your family and friends. They're nearly back in this game here. In swinger towards the back post, rising, and it's a header and it's in. Just like that, we've equalized. I'm trying to see who it was. I believe it was number 22 at the back post, Connor DeRoches. DeRoches leapt high up in the air and did what every good header does. You ask them to send it back across the face of the goal to make it difficult for the goalkeeper. That's exactly what DeRoches did. Just like that, it's 1-1. Ball slipped away down the right-hand side. Premier looking for an immediate response and going into the box, and comes out wide here in a shot and didn't quite catch all of that one. There's a little bit of contact inside the box. I'm not saying anything. We have top officials out here, and they're out here all week doing a great job. You wouldn't second guess them. Brooker, great ball out wide. They've had a lot of joy down this left-hand side, but it's a crunching tackle. Love that. Deep ball into the back post and rising. Game flowing back and forth here. See if either side can get another one before half-time. Club Ohio, down the left-hand side. Slip ball down the line. Chance to serve it in. Brooker will have to recycle his run here. Love doesn't want to rush it. And it's been really, really sharp stuff here from Ohio, and an offside called once again. Must have been tight. Must have been tight. And it'll be a restart here for Premier. Benjamin Faiso. Not quite coming anything from it there. Grant, not his best clearance, but gets back into position. Ball out wide. Turning this way and that, and the goal scorer for Club Ohio, DeRoche. Plays the ball down the left-hand side, and Bernard comes out from his goal and won't take any chances. Looks at his back line to say, look, I had to deal with that. I had to knock that one out. Wasn't taking any risks. Out towards the edge of the box. Lovely pullback, just nobody there. Premier looking to just clear their lines and see if they can get themselves higher up the field. Boom shakalaka goes the clearance right down the middle for Premier, but Club Ohio win it and they have it back. Great game here, folks. Testament to the coaches and the players. Been going back and forth at it ever since the start of the game, and you'd probably say that it's absolutely fair that they're all tied up here. Oh, nice little reverse pass, just not quite on the same page. See if Premier can keep Ohio boxed in, as you say. Box them in. Keep them in the corner. Don't let them out. You'll hear all the cliches in football here, folks, by the end of the 90 minutes in this U17 match at the 2017 U.S. Youth Soccer National League Fall Showcase in Wilson, North Carolina. Lovely switch to the play, down the far side. Foot race. Striding in towards the box. Ooh, knocked past the goalkeeper, and Premier just smashed that away. That was a lovely break, and Premier keeping a high line. They've caught Ohio out 5 or 6 times offside, but not that time. Not that time. Clearance comes down the right-hand side for Premier. Ohio have it back. Ball jumping up in the air, and anywhere will do right now for Premier. But a clearance comes down through the left-hand side and striding inside the 18. Ooh, referee, eyes are on you. Corner kick is given. A lot of contact from Carrier coming over. Personally, I have to agree with the referee. It was 6 in one. Half dozen in the other. Out for a corner kick. It's just a physical battle back and forth. Nothing wrong with that one. In-swinging opportunity here. In it comes, deep towards the backside. Still in play as Lovell swipe it away with his left foot. And Ohio clear their lines here. In a game that just keeps going back and forth and back and forth. And we have a substitution being prepared here for Club Ohio. Anthony Yang preparing to come on the sidelines. And that'll be a foul all day long. A little bit of frustration for Premier. Probably have that substitution here now. And we do. Yang coming on for Jacob Grant. Away comes a free kick down the right-hand side. Premier win the first ball in the air. Struggling to play out, and oof. Collisions aplenty in midfield. Another one. Cleared up over the top, and it was a tough ball to try and break down Premier's defence from there. They weren't really too far outside of their own 18. If you're trying to play a ball over the top from that far away, you're going to have really something special. Something nicely clipped. Not so straight, but more of a diagonal. And here they come down the left. Premier. Tackle. Another 50-50. They have options here down the right-hand side if they can open up, but attempted flick and another flick, and you'll hear the coaches saying just keep it simple. Don't be worrying about flick until you're in actually the final third. Just keep it simple, move it to feet, and we've had success that way. Is skipping down here on the left-hand side. Tackles one, and it's just been back and forth here over the last 3 or 4 minutes with neither team really stringing 5 or 6 quality passes together. And Club Ohio just looking to clear their lines, and they have possession back, but dispossessed there, and if that one stays in, and it won't. And it won't. Ball thrown behind Carrier, who has to go and retrieve, and he does so. Throwing on the far sideline. I believe we just had a few substitutes. Throw goes down the line. As the ball comes down the right-hand side for Premier. Inside the last 5 minutes of the half here. Premier are huffing and puffing. Let's see if they can blow the door down. They've got a corner on the far side. Good opportunity this. There's barely any wind. If anything, it'll be helping Premier blowing towards Club Ohio's goal. Stack most of their men on the edge of the box. Ohio have one man on the front post. Lipped in low and oop! Skipping up and a smash across. Well held once more. Hanlon has had a few really decent grabs when they've been fizzed in at him. Slippery surface and the ball slippery too, but ball comes in. Nice ball to the back post, but nobody gambled on it. Frustrating as a winger when you put a decent ball like that across and you just have nobody at the back post. Nice little layoff. Searching ball down the right-hand side. Bernard comes out of his goal. Flicked on. Carrier. Plays simple. Tries to keep the ball at the back here for Ohio. There's just a little nip at player's heels there. Bernard. Cool as a cucumber. Plays it out. He's about 30 or 40 yards out from goal there. Here come Premier. The team looking more likely at the end of the first half here to grab one. Substitution here for Ohio. Thrown short. Nice 1-2 and whipped in the box and flicked on. It's out of play. It'll be a corner kick. Inside the last 2 minutes of regular time and stoppage time, of course, on the referee. And I'm not much of a betting man, folks. Can't imagine there'd be any more than a minute played here at the end of the first half. Here comes the corner. Drill low towards the front post. Might have second chance and it's cleared out for a throw in for Premier. Time ticking away at the end of the first half. Ball laid back and it's a little short, and tell you what here, if they use the ball correctly, it could be a nice little break here for Club Ohio, and kind of had to make that decision. It wasn't a bad ball down the line. If they can open up here, they have options on the left. Slid through. If he leaves it, oh, I'll tell you what. The near side guy was onside, but I think it was the fact that Premier's defender stopped and oof. That was tight. That was tight. Carrier plays it back inside and direct ball from Club Ohio, flicked around the corner. Drilled away. Eyes on the referee now. It's all on him in terms of what time's going to be played. Might have time here for one last attack. No rush here from Premier to take the throw in. And down the line it goes. Flicked back towards them and Out of play for a throw in. Referee has a glance at the watch. Might have time for one last attack. Nice footwork there and just broken down, and can't imagine we're in the dying embers of the first half here. Second glance at the watch. And there's the halftime whistle, folks. At the half here, it's Club Ohio 1. USA Premier out of South Carolina 1. Put on the kettle. Have a cup of tea or coffee and a few biscuits, because that's what I'll be doing. And join us in a few minutes for the second half. See you in a few. Welcome back here to live coverage. The 2017 U.S. Youth Soccer National League Fall Showcase in Wilson, North Carolina. Matthew Carraher representing Turbo Sports Group. Bringing live broadcasting all week. And it's currently tied here between Club Ohio, who are playing in the all-white kit from right to left on your screen, and USA Premier out of South Carolina, playing from left to right in the sort of maroon kit and maroon colours. Premier took the lead early on. Lovely finish through Riguero. But then we had Connor DeRoche equalise with a looping header from a corner kick, and chance here at the start of the second half, and unfortunately for Premier, Trevor Leithauser doesn't get all of that one. You can see on your picture to the right, coaches and players huddled under the tents. Rain's beating down here, folks. Just that real consistent rain that just doesn't let up. Well, here with Turbo Sports, we're proud to bring you the live broadcast here. We're always here through rail, hail, sleet or snow. Apologies, folks. Commentator getting carried away with himself. And skipping away with the ball there is Ethan Love for Club Ohio. And they have numbers out on the right-hand side. They found one. Early chance of a delivery. Whipped into the box and a shot deflected. Premier looked to absolutely thunder that one down the field. And it's a 1v2 situation, but barreling through on goal here. Down he goes! Referee, what say you? No signal from the referee. There was an awful lot of contact there, and starting to get really chippy here at the start of the second half. There's an awful lot of contact there. Striding away here, though. And I don't know now. Tackles are flying in left, right, and centre. I'll try to keep up with it here for you folks. I can only do my best. And that's a free kick for Club Ohio. Trying to see who it was, and it was number 16, the striker, Jonah Miller, who was striding through on goal, and he got a yard inside the box, and awful lot of collision. He went down. No protests from Miller himself, to be fair to him. He just got up and got on with his business, but there were a few shouts outside the tent here. Ball away down the left-hand side. Game a little stretched here at the start of the second half, and they might look to find Miller over the top here. But Premier decide to be patient here and building up, and Leithauser finds Miller. He's got numbers to his right and left, but he's going to ask an awful lot of his man out here. Is Grant tracking towards his own goal and manages to find his right winger. Almost looks like a 3 at the back here for USA Premier. Maybe looking to commit a few numbers on. They've been winning the fair share of balls in midfield, no matter what level you're talking about. You could be talking U12s all the way up to professional USL or MLS. It always comes down to the battles in midfield and the first and second balls. And so far, you have to say the Premier have won the majority of those, and I don't know where that one's going. It's going back out towards midfield. Unlucky with the pass. Hanlon boots it away, but Premier coming knocking again. Nice touch by Miller. Recycles the play out wide right. Threaded through ball down the right side. Carrier gives chase and puts a shoulder in. Looks to prevent a corner. Nice nutmeg on the pass there. Shot. And Hanlon, he dived down as if he'd be worried about it, and he's going to have to go retrieve that about 35 yards past his goal. Down a wee hill there on the far side. Hanlon winding up now, and away it goes. Happy enough with that one. Out for a Ohio ball on the far sideline. Out of play there once more. Throw in for Grant. And breaking away down the left-hand side. Miller's in the box. Miller, delightful little finish. Chips it over the goalkeeper. Just trying to make sure it was Miller. And look at that. Can't help but hide the excitement from his face. A lovely little finish as he skips inside the box. Keeper goes down. He just dinks it over him and says, "Thank you very much. Have one of those." And it's 2-1 to Premier. Just like that. What a great start to the second half here, folks. And if you can see there on your screen, just on the left-hand side, you see the rain gathering on the path there. Conditions difficult for the players as the ball, you like a little bit of moisture on the surface, a little bit, but you don't want too much because it gets skipping off your shin and your knee, and it'll test the player's touch out there, that's for sure, in the second half. Throw comes in towards the 18, flicked on. A game of headers in midfield there temporarily, and it's cleared up towards the goal scorer, the second Miller, but he can't quite bring that one under control. An attempted switch the play, and it's going to go out over the right-hand side, but here we stand. US Premier leading Club Ohio by 2-1 here in Wilson, North Carolina. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast and you haven't turned your commentary to mute yet, listening to this Irish guy right here. Nice attempted ball down the right-hand side, but it's well read for Premier, and striding down the left-hand side. Hint of a handball. I must have been the only one that's seen it. Premier cut inside with Miller. Just bobbles as he tried to switch the play there. It'll work out. Leithauser gets the 1-2. Plays a nice ball inside. Miller just can't quite trap that one. Oh, and good tackle there, deems the referee. You have to say fair play to the referee and what he's been about so far. Very open game. He's let a lot of stuff flow and plenty of tackles going in. He's patrolled it very well. As the rain just eases up here temporarily. See the brave supporters on the far sideline. Don't have the cover that this commentator does in the shed. But it is a chilly one. As they would say in Irish, Tom a row 4. And that'll be a free kick for Premier. Apologies. For Club Ohio. Hanlon clips it away down the left-hand side. Headed down and ball still bouncing around midfield, and they've come back once already from a goal deficit, Club Ohio. They'll be looking to do the same. It's been very much 50-50, folks, in the game here. Chances being given as much as they're gotten. And Hanlon knocks it down the middle once again. It is a bitterly cold afternoon here, folks, but the football on display is of a very decent level. All players technically sound and tactically astute. Looks to be a bit of a push in the back, and referee sees us, says, I've seen that one. And to paraphrase the 1990s Scottish band Wet, 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 just for today, I'm struggling to feel my fingers. I'm struggling to feel my toes. As Carrier hits the free kick deep inside the box. What an effort that is. The bicycle kick helped up onto his feet. Jack Francisco out of Westerville with an audacious attempt, and it wasn't too far away, just over the crossbar. And a throw in now for Premier on the near sideline. Goes down the line. Ball rattling about a bit, and it's out again for another throw in for Premier. Ball turned inside, and Carrier battling away, and it's Miller who strides away with the ball, does well to shift it off his right foot, and numbers out to the outside, and a shot. Wasn't too far away at all. Out for a goal kick for Club Ohio, and if anything, looks like Premier be next to get a goal. Out of play for throwing on the far sideline. Grant throws it down the line. Nice little flick around the corner. Chance to whip it in. Good defend on the far side as going to retrieve the ball down that little hill. For Club Ohio is Jacob Gruber. Gruber looks like he'll leave this one to Ethan Love. Chance to maybe hit it quickly, but can't quite get the ball, and just away from your screen. He's actually sent Love down there. Little unlucky for Love. He thought his teammate was going to be able to grab that. Away down the far side, it runs off, and you have a little run off there. Shrubbery and trees in behind. Ethan Love drills it in and hangs it up there. It's how they scored in the first half, remember. Hooked away, and Grant does well to send it back in. An offside call against Ethan Love. Credit to Premier's backline for stepping out as a unit. Here come Club Ohio. Little bit of pushing, little bit of grabbing. And it'll be a free kick awarded. Nice angle there for you folks. That's the advantage of the 3-camera setup by Turbo Sports Group. High and away it comes towards Carrier, who leaps up out the air to win it. Going for the high ball. Played out wide. Oh, and just attempted Cruyff turn, but the sideline was right there. The sideline was right there. Miller sliding in, and referee doesn't bat an eyelid with the studs up slide there. Premier looking to play out of a tight space here. Flicked around the corner. Nice little interchange here, but stabbed away from Club Ohio. Flicked away. Shot. Distance, and the daisy cutter going straight in to Hanlon there. Lighthousers look dangerous, just hasn't been able to quite catch the cleanest strike. Apologies there. Falling over my words. Had a few coffees. Ball goes down the line. And Hanlon comes out of his box, but back in. Collects it. Picks it up. Again, Premier win the first and second ball. They've got to start competing for these, and oh, they're not happy with that one. They're not happy with that one. An advantage was on with Miller striding through, but the referee called it back for a free kick, and it's tough. It's one of those questions where it's all referee's discretion. How long do you let it go for? Premier at home, I'm sure watching on the camera, will say, either way, he's not let it go long enough. Free kick here from deep, centrally. Just dink it in the box, and the old Gary Owen up and under, and Hanlon comes out. Cleared away down the right-hand side. Throw in now on the far sideline. Actually, it's a free kick. I believe it was a handball given against Club Ohio. In-swinger here. Rain driving down. In it comes. Bouncing around the 18, and bit too much pushing for the referees liking. Couldn't see who gave it away. Hannon looking for options. Club Ohio need to start winning a couple of these in the air. Again won by Premier, and again the second ball won. They put themselves under pressure. Hanlon comes out again. Sends this one a little bit deeper, and it's a foot race in here, and offside called against Club Ohio, and striding forwards was Jake Francisco. Francisco just a few minutes earlier with the audacious bicycle kick attempt, and struck it well. Just went over the crossbar. Francisco going to try and win it. Zipping around midfield and bouncing around and clearing left and right and here and there and ball back and forth. Nice ball though, played up to Francisco, and Key interception, one at a good time, and Premier just looking to play out in a nice little touch, and there's a chance of a little counter. Grant running back towards his own goal. Foot race down the left side. Put across the box, and nobody really in there for Premier at the front post anyway. Stebbins had made a good run out the back. Hanlon once again. But once again, folks, Premier win the header. There's Ohio winning a couple of balls, and they're asking questions now in the back line of Premier. But time is ticking away, folks. Time is certainly ticking away. 67.5 minutes on the clock here. Couple of substitutions. Thrown on the far sideline for Ohio. Might just look to say, hey, get it in the mixer, put it on the dance floor and let me attack it. That's what I'd be saying as a forward. Just load one in the box and just light the beacons and let's have one here. Preparing to come in now. Throw in will finally be taken. They go short down the line. Knocked out again. They'll have another chance at this one. As we hit nearly 20 past 1 local time. Thrown inside the box there. Just on the edge, actually. Love looking to turn. Premier come away with it. Clipped up towards Miller. He's got 3 defenders to beat, and he won't beat Carrier. He tries to spray a ball down the left-hand side, and this one will stay in, you know. Rolling, rolling it goes, and oh. It's a cheeky little play from the defender. Wins the throw in on the near sideline. Have a look at one of our cameramen there in shot. That's the dedication, the level he's bringing with his poncho on. Better man than I, sitting inside a shed here commentating. Carrier. What can Ohio build forward? But ooh, they're nearly losing it at a key time and taking a big risk there. They're still well in this game, and both sides have been really even. Chance of a switch here. Great angle to see it. But it's going to skip away down over the byline, all the way out. All the way out. All the way out. So we approach 20 minutes left here in the second half of this U17 matchup. Turbo Sports bringing you live coverage here, as we have done all of yesterday and all of today. A host of festive football for you to watch. Game after game, 4 fields simultaneously running. Free kick in here for Club Ohio. Good chance. Nearly 40 yards out. It's pretty central though. They might look to work this one wide before they whip it in. It's going to have to be something special delivery-wise from here as we pass the 70th minute. And it's the score of the first for them. Connor DeRoches. Lining it up. He fancies this one. Hits the wall. Right foot. Deflected out. Corner kick. Ball comes across the 6-yard box. Headed down. It's a goal. Yet again. From another corner, just like the first half. Mirror, mirror on the wall. And it's number 8 by the looks of it. I'm trying to see who was the goal scorer, actually. It's not. It was number 16, I think. Colin Kirkley from Dublin, Ohio. How about that? 2-2. into the closing stages of the game here. Premier looking for an immediate response to retake the lead. They've done it twice already. Slip ball. Miller proving himself to be a real busy bee up top. Slides it across. Danger still not cleared. DeRoche clears it high up in the air in a second attempt by Grubber, and you gotta love the referee, folks. He's let everything go here and it's really helped the game. Slid down and knocked out of play. Jagger Brooker on the near side in your picture, number 7, who played up top for Ohio in the first half. Looks to be warming up to come back in the game. Love had a chance to serve it, just held it off there, and nice turn. He took 2 Ohio players out the way there. Chance of a switch, and Miller will give chase. Foot race, slide. Hanlon comes out. Danger still not cleared. Could lob him from here, strike. Just couldn't quite wrap his foot around it. Well, that was an opportunity. And a good one at that. Tension builds here as we approach the closing segment of the match. And there is Brooker preparing to come on. He'll be really keen now. See if he can make a crucial difference. Skip through. Referee says get up. Chance of a shot here from deep. Deflected. Hands, no. Swiped away. Sent back into the mixer. Too much pepper sauce on that one. It's gone back to the goalkeeper. Ohio really have the momentum, but Premier have been really dangerous with the counter, and they look to send that one deep. At the last questions, it's come in the box. Big touch. What a chance that was. A searching ball. One of those where you're just saying, I'm just going to send this forward and see what happens. And we did see what happened. Hanlon has a goal kick now. Away down the left-hand side. Won't keep that one in. Usain Bolt would have struggled to keep that one in. Here come Premier with the throw in. Flicked up. Both teams, absolute credit to the coaches, parents, and the players. Giving it everything here. Miller goes over the top. Can he trap this one? Carrier kind of pokes it out and knocks it out. Great battle between Miller and Carrier there. It's been an absolute joy to watch here, folks. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Throw comes in. Skips inside the 18. Miller tries to turn. Gets his body in the way. Just can't quite get it too close. And rifle back in low. Another chance to load the cannon and send this one back in. Oh, cleared away down the right-hand side for Brooker to chase, and it'll dribble out over the sideline. Ball flicked over the top. Brooker will give chase, and interesting clearance. Taking no chances. You don't mind that as a coach sometimes. You're just saying, if you're under pressure, rather than trying to keep it and force something, put your foot through it. I won't criticize you. Turn back in near side. Francisco driving down the left. Just might have taken too much out of that one. Is it out of play? And it is. Goal kick here. "77 minutes on the clock, and the goal kick comes out over the near sideline right beside my feet here at the tent. Still, we look for that all-decisive fifth goal. Who's it going to be? You couldn't pick them, could you? Ohio with all the momentum, but then Premier with that trademark counter-attack. Ball comes up inside the 6-yard box. Ohio were looking to throw their weight around there, and offside called against Ohio. Offside, offside. Free kick on the far side. Cleared down the line. Nice clip ball, actually, but oop. Intercepted. An awful lot of work to do there. Brooker back to goal. Just can't quite get it under control. They'll reload and come again. Francisco, great touch in the box. Squares it across. Anywhere will do. For Premier there, and referee will just hold up time for a second here, just to check on the player, just make sure he's okay. Crucial interception here as we approach the last 11 minutes. Joshua Gates preparing to come on for Ohio. Whipped in the box. Danger still not cleared. Two players going for it for Premier. And a slotted ball through, and Miller can do a lot, but he can't get onto that one. He will chase Hanlon down now, but Hanlon's only going inside the box, so he can pump the clear. Gets pretty much all of that one. Knocked out in the right-hand side. Slip ball through. It's a 2 versus 3 right now. Looking for the right pass. Or the right ball in, driving towards the byline. Whipped across. Miller inside the box. Turns. Smashed away. Cleared up. They've got a man on the right-hand side if they want to find him. He's got nothing but green grass in front of him. Touchdown towards the byline. Whipped across, and a corner kick signaled. Just hit the 80th minute here. 10 minutes left in the contest, folks. They're on the edge of their seats in Ohio and down in South Carolina. The fingernails will be bitten. They're looking for the danger man again. They've scored from 2 set pieces. Low and interesting choice of delivery when they've had so much success by lofting it in. They go low this time. Poke down, and Premier clear their lines. The last thing they wanted to see was another corner. One scored against them in either half. Brooker makes the run, but definitely offside. Cleared all the way back. Francisco tries to send it in there. DeRoche won the header. DeRoche tracking back towards his own goal. Flicked up towards the middle and can't quite get on it there. Throw in, Premier, far side. Do not go anywhere, folks. Stay tuned. We have the last few minutes here and plenty of more football on top after that. Out over the sideline. Thrown back in, and I can't quite get that one under control. And bit of urgency now from Ohio. Throw it down. Brooker. He's got pace and he's quite tricky, but he's held back there. Referee says he was held back. Free kick. Love thinking about whipping this one in. Some anxious faces on the far side from the parents. Don't know if it's just the cold or the football that's doing that to them. Great support they've shown. Ball comes inside the 18. Flick towards the back post. Unbelievable. It's that man, Jagger Brooker, who dives at the last second to try and turn it goal round, and rising and ever rising and rising over the crossbar. Inside the last 7 minutes here. What a game of football here, folks. Francisco with the header. It's been all of Club Ohio in the past few minutes, you have to say. They're looking like the most likely team to get the lead as Francisco drives in the box, cuts back, has a look at the goal, deflected, it's in! It's in! Just like that. Just like that, that man, Jack Francisco, who had the bicycle attempt early on, cuts back in his right foot, and football's a cool mistress sometimes. Deflection. Proved very difficult to keep out. And you had a hell of a view on that, on the near sideline. Great camera angle and great producing right there to get that one. Well, you talk about throwing the kitchen sink at this one, and that's exactly what Premier are going to have to do. Never mind the kitchen sink, the plates, the cutlery, all of the cups are going to have to go towards this one. They are going to throw everything at it. Here they come down the right-hand side. What a game of football this is. Driving inside. Played square, and DeRoche just pokes it away. Knocked out wide, and down the line it goes. Has a bit of space, looking for options. Deflected. Set back. Channel ball played through. Waiting on a referee's signal. Goal kick given. These next few minutes will feel like an eternity if you're a Club Ohio fan, and likewise, or rather the opposite, if you're a fan of the Premier. Inside the last 5 minutes, you can't look at the clock. You just have to be worried about winning every single 50-50 ball. Just having the composure with that final pass is all important at this stage of the match. But I tell you what, tick-tock goes Mr. Clock here. Not very long left at all. Ball skips through. Clearance, just DeRoche dives for it. Deflected, and that'll be a Premier throw in. No rush at all as we hit the 87th minute mark here. Thrown down the line, little bit of a push given. And they're up on their feet here, waiting for a chance. One opportunity to come here. Driven down. Miller rises. Ball skipping around midfield again. DeRoche just plants his foot through that one. Keeper tries to play short and it's unlucky. It was a nice idea. It's a Club Ohio ball and time running away from them. Grant, with absolutely no rush to throw this one, goes down the line. Flicked up towards Miller, who gets something on it. He just tries to find his teammate and it just bounced away from Stebbins there. Foot race through here, but sent long again. Premier now needing something. Stebbins out wide. Gets half a yard, plays it back inside. Switched over and it's bodies falling everywhere and tackles flying in and headers and slice clearance by the goalkeeper there. A little unlucky. I like the idea to take it first time with the urgency, and he's just apologized to the defenders, but Ohio will absolutely take their time to get this ball. As it looks like Francisco will be the one making way. Referee will say, don't worry, I have all the added time here. Remember, it's not like the college game, where once it hits the 90, it's done. We have stoppage time here in the youth game. In the corner, you got to think they'll try to keep it in there, but an offside is called. What do they have left, Premier? They've given it everything, as both teams have. Down the right-hand side, DeRoche wins it. Stebbins heads it back and smacked away and trying to see if they can muster something. Free kick is given. About 45 yards out from goal. And they're all nearly coming up for this one. The one thing you want to say is, I know it's important that we hurry, but you've got to be ready to take it. Wait till we're all set. In it comes. Deep down the box. Pull back. Carnage inside the box. Deflected. What's happened? Goal kick signaled. Even this commentator was unsighted. I'm sure it was pretty jumpy for you folks at home. But it remains 3-2 to Club Ohio. No rush here for Hanlon. 30 seconds left of the regular time. Away comes the kick towards midfield. Imperative that if Premier to have any chance, they got to win everything now. Down it goes. Collisions aplenty in midfield. Played down the left-hand side. Handling will come out. Gather this one up and it'll knock time down, and all eyes are on you, Mr. Referee. How long have you got for us? Yang knocks it out. Won't be able to get on that. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, the referee says. Got to get numbers forward. Got to get the ball forward, Premier. Get up the field. That's what they'll be saying. And that's out of play for a throw-in for Club Ohio. What a game here, folks. I hope you've enjoyed every minute, and we still got a little bit left. Don't give up on it yet. All you'll be asking for if you're a Premier fan is just one chance. Just give us half a chance even. A crack from distance, a chance we can put bodies into the box. Miller goes to win it. Stabbed away from Ohio. This may be it. Play down the middle. Set wide. Send your numbers in and send it in. Miller can't win it ahead of Carrier. And slotted through. Nice play from the goalkeeper there. Played inside. Referee has a glance at the watch. Got to get it forward. Carrier, it skips up towards his chest. Saying, don't foul him, don't foul him. It's knocked out of play, and it's going to be a throw in on the near side. Get your fella who can throw it in the longest and load numbers into the box. Flick it on and just throw everybody at it. Here it comes. Hold your breath if you're an Ohio fan. Ball comes in. Set back. Second chance Sunday. Is that a free kick or the full-time whistle? A free kick is called. Yellow card brandished to Anthony Yang. And this is right on the edge of the box. If you're talking about this is it, this is really it. Outside the edge of the box. Goalkeeper's up to take it. My word. Here it is, folks. What a conclusion we're going to have here. Dinked across. Hanlon punches. Shot. Shot again. Oh. That's it. That was the last piece of action, folks. And there's the full-time whistle. It's ended here. Club Ohio in the U17 bracket. Club Ohio 3. USA Premier 2 in a fantastic match. My name's Matthew Carraher. Been representing Turbo Sports. I hope you've enjoyed every second of the broadcast as much as I have. But I'm popping off for now. We have a game now at 2 o'clock, so don't go anywhere. But it's bye for me now. Bye-bye.